Rachel Rose here from Martial Arts Mindset, and I'm sitting here with Jack Catterall in Manchester. Jack, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Very good. Not long been back off holiday, so that was nice. Little time with the family and back to work.
Amazing, and congratulations, baby
Thank
number
you.
2 on the way.
Baby number 2 on the way, so it's exciting times at our house. Not long now.
Yeah, it was a really sweet video with your little one. She was really,
You know what? She's
so
over the moon.
excited.
So we've got a little girl. She's 4, and I think it's important you involve them in stuff and
Yeah.
they understand what's going on. And she's over the moon.
Oh, that's really lovely, really, really good. How's your eye doing?
It's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right.
actually, you don't even like. Which side was it?
This one.
They've done some magic because you can't even tell in this lighting. Okay, now I can because I'm
You
paying
can see the
attention.
little line, but it's
It's
healed up
recovered well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
really
good.
well. How did you find that? I mean, that was a nasty cut.
It was a nasty cut, but I think most fighters will tell you when you're in the moment, you're prepared to do anything. I was ready to carry on and fight. Obviously, I couldn't see how bad it was at the time, but I understand now it was a bad cut, and it was important that the referee made the right decision so I can live to fight another day.
Totally. I mean, I was because I had to. Obviously, I saw you the week leading up to,
Yeah.
and then I had to go home for whatever reason, and so I wasn't able to be at fight night. So obviously, I was watching on TV, so we could get. I got a real close up of what was
Yeah.
going on, and when they were about to, when you were like, "I'm good, let me in," and
Yeah.
the doctor said yes, I was like. I actually felt sick. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I just couldn't imagine how that was gonna get through another round with how it was.
I don't think it would have, but I think as a fighter, you were in the sport and you give it everything, and that's what I'm prepared to do. But it was the right decision. I don't think I could carry on. It would have made a right mess.
Yeah, no, I rated the fact that you were like, absolutely, I'll keep going, but I literally was like, "Ooh, that's going to be nasty." Another like because it was
Round 6.
It was round 6. Yeah, so we were halfway through the fight.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine what that would have looked like after taking some impact.
I know.
But
It's
thankfully,
healing up nice. So
Yeah.
we're all good.
and you got the win as
We got the
well,
win.
which was the main point, right?
The main point, and you've probably heard me say it, but yeah, not a win in the fashion that I wanted, but a win's a win nonetheless, and we move on. We live to fight another day.
Yeah, I felt. I mean, as you will know, there was a lot of comments about the fight stylistically and things like that. But as a kind of a technical boxing fan, like someone who really studies the art from like every little thing that somebody's, I really enjoyed.
You know what? I
watching it.
appreciate that massively because I feel like there's a lot of people who make comments and opinions online when they don't, and that's totally fine as well because not everybody follows the sport as closely as some people. So I think it takes somebody maybe with a bit more insight into boxing, to the craft and the discipline and the stuff that we've been working on for years to understand what I was doing in the ring. I felt like I was winning the rounds,
Yeah.
controlling it with the distance, the patience, the timing, and just frustrating that I didn't get to show the other stuff that I was working on that I anticipated to come in the second half of the fight. I believe Harlem had his opportunity but didn't take it. He come trying to be tricky, and maybe that's his game. He was dancing around the ring, tying us up, trying to roll around on the floor, and that's not my game. I like to clean box and show the skills.
Yeah.
Didn't get to do that in full force. Prepared then to go out in the second half of the fight and break him down even more, close the distance, and I believe I got him out of there, but everything in hindsight didn't get past round 6.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, there will be the casual fan who might not understand the game that you were playing. And then there'll be the people like me who studies it from a very, very technical standpoint. And there's been probably 3 fights that I've witnessed that make me feel emotional.
Yep.
Like it's like a physical feeling when I'm watching the art play out. And that was a fight for me
appreciate that.
because I
Thank
was
you.
watching, because I could see everything that you've learned over your 33 fights in the pros, every bit of training, and the way that you were controlling what you were doing, and it was just because it's not like you were thinking, it was naturally happening because of the amount that you trained into your body to get to that point. And this is something that I don't think people understand if they've never laced up a pair of gloves. To be able to do what you did with that level of control and that level of discipline takes so many years of work. People don't get that.
100%. Sorry about that.
So that was an alarm. That was saying we agree. Yeah.
You know what? And yeah, and again, I appreciate it. I think we're talking about, like you said, stuff that I've been working on for years, and it comes naturally. So I'm not going to change my style overnight. I'm coming off a defeat to Barboza in a fight against an undefeated fighter who it's his big opportunity to get on kind of the world stage. So it was a fight I'm going into thinking, you know what? As much as I need a win, I need to do it and show the level. And it's frustrating that I didn't get to do it. I got the win, but it was about doing it without taking any stupid mistakes. I could have gone in there on the first round and thought, you know what, I'll go and blast him out. All it takes is one silly mistake, and then you come into two back-to-back defeats. So it was about being intelligent and boxing smart.
Yeah, and that was definitely evident. And I think you could. What was interesting, Harlem's energy made me think of Conor Benn when he came out against Chris Eubank. That kind of feral, nervous intensity. And what I respected so much in you is that you didn't rise. You stayed level. That the whole 6 rounds, you just stayed control. And again, if you've never laced up a pair of gloves, you will never understand what that takes to be able to be not drawn into somebody else's energy and someone else's game.
And 12 rounds is a long time to try and stay disciplined and not kind of fall off what you've been doing. And I feel like I do that well in the gym, sparring, in fights. Is staying disciplined and composed and kind of making it my fight. He was running around erratically. You can get caught up in that, but I feel like I did my job in staying disciplined, working on what I needed to do, winning the rounds and breaking him down. I think after a couple of rounds, I could kind of read it in his body language. He didn't know what to do. When he come to attack, he was just lunging in from right out of distance, hence the head clashes. And then when he was at a distance, he was well at a distance, running around the ring, kind of doing nothing.
Yeah, no, for me. It was. I know it was short. I know it wasn't the fight that everybody hoped for. Wasn't the fight you hoped for, but it was still a really beautiful display of boxing.
Thank you so much.
I'm really excited to see what's next for you. Obviously, there's been some sort of social media moments. Obviously, Turkey had something to say about the fight. I didn't really think that was fair, but again, I'm viewing it from a different viewpoint. I like technical boxing, so if I can see someone do their mastery, I'm going to get gassed by it. But what do you want next?
Somebody who comes to meet me in the middle of the ring, who's going to try and knock me out. Somebody that Turkey or Rick or somebody thinks that can beat me.
Yeah.
To come and hopefully then I can display what I do, what I know I can do, what I've been doing for years, and display it on a big stage.
Yeah, and I think you're very deserving of that moment, very deserving of this sort of a next step of the world stage of kind of, whatever you want to go after. You've earned your stripes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we would love nothing more than to get a world title fight, whether that happens at the back end of this year and next year. I'll certainly be chomping at the bit and pushing for these big fights. And yeah, just excited now to get back in the gym, keep working and see what can be delivered.
How long do you have to wait for the eye?
So I'm in hospital next week, a small operation on the eye just to make sure everything's where it needs to be and I'm reassured that back end of the year it'll be fine to box November, December.
Did you have to have an op in the beginning, or did they just stitch it?
So they've stitched it and it seems to have healed up well. I've been for a second opinion with a plastic surgeon and he wants to cut it open next week and do a little bit of whatever plastic surgeons do.
Dig around to make sure the nerves are all functioning, all that kind of stuff.
Like
I guess it's just to make sure that you're not going to be easy to bust open again, I suppose.
Exactly that, yeah. So let's just get that out of the way next week. I'll still be in the gym, been back in the gym this week and just keep training. Amazing.
Jack, it's been really, really lovely to catch up, and it's always really nice to catch up after big moments like that to kind of see where you're at, how you're feeling, and also just to give my humble opinion on the things.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time as well.
No, brilliant. Lovely to see you. And also love to the other half and good luck with the pregnancy. I hope it all goes well.
Much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.